See, I usually do songs with like hooks and concepts, right? But fuck that. So I'm about to rock this. Check this out, y'all.
Okay, we've shown you the cartoon. You've heard from parents who've responded. Now, let's hear from a couple of people who were involved in creating BET's satirical Read a Book video and a man who says they should be ashamed of themselves. Joining me now is Bomani Armah, the musician who created the song for Read a Book. Also, Tyree Dillahy, the director of the project, and rounding out our discussion, media critic Paul Porter. Paul, good to see you. Why don't you get us started here? I know you don't care much for the video, but you know what? That's because you're a fuddy-duddy. You don't get it. You're not tuned. You're not tuned in. You're not tuned in to youth culture, hip-hop culture. What's the problem with this?
Tony, first, let's get it right. The video, I have no problems with the video.
You don't have a problem with the video?
No. It's when and where. That's my problem.
All right, well, tell me the story here. What's the when and where problem for you?
Well, the satire, the problem, and it's much bigger than this one video. I think so many things that happen on BET in general. It's just funny that this video's got so much attention when there's human beings doing this in all different types of ways all the time on the network for years. I worked there for 10 years.
Hey, Paul, let me stop you for a second.
Sure, go ahead.
You're really telling me you're okay with the images in this video? Is that?
No, I'm not okay, huh? It all depends when and where. And 106
So there are occasions and places and times when you would be okay with this presentation in this way.
For adults can understand satire, 12-year-olds can't. You know, there's places for everything.
Right.
And I don't think, you know, BET is the place for this.
BET right. And by extension, Viacom. Don't leave that out as well, all right?
Oh, yeah, Viacom. Okay. It's the big bandit here, you know.
All right, let me get back to you just a second. Tyree?
Sure.
Yep. Tyree, you're the director of this project.
Yes, I am.
You proud of this?
Very much so.
Why?
Because it sends a message. It's a reflection of hip-hop culture today. Like you're saying, there's grown human beings doing this, and all it is just parodying that.
This is satire? This is funny to you? Holding up human vices to ridicule and scorn, that's the definition of satire. Is that what you're doing here, holding up the human vices of black people to ridicule?
No, not at all. What we're holding up is hip-hop. We're skewering hip-hop. We're not skewering the black community at all. This is something that you see and hear every day on television and the radio. All I did was take those same images, just like Bomani took the same beat, except we put a message to it.
I'm sorry, are there white folks in hip-hop? Are white folks in the video?
No, actually there is, the referee.
There is?
Yeah, the football referee.
Okay, Bomani, where did this come from? This concept? And why the language? Why the language?
Oh, the language is absolutely necessary.
Why?
Y'all juxtapose this against the wrong things. I saw the tease and I'm listening to it, and you juxtapose this.
All right, where do we have it wrong?
You juxtapose this against public service announcement. You should juxtapose this against all the other videos playing at the same time.
How do we juxtapose it against the public service announcement? Explain that to me.
But no, what I'm saying is, the idea is that all I do for a living is listen to hip-hop songs and talk to young people about how hip-hop and songwriting and creative writing affects their lives, okay? The stuff
but I get a story that you don't even know you didn't know what crunk is, that somebody had to tell you what crunk music was.
You need to check your sources, bruh.
Really?
This is what I do for a living.
Really?
This is what I do for a living, man.
Okay.
So basically the idea was, Little John was real popular when I made the song. And so I was like, man, if crunk is what's in, I'll do crunk. You know what I'm saying? If students respond to that type of stuff, then I'll do it. I'll put my own message to it. And like I said, you're comparing this to Sesame Street. You should compare this to A Bay Bay, and you should compare this to Pliers or somebody like that. Like you're getting the wrong. And I was really I want to watch. Am I
gonna see those pieces that you just named? Am I gonna see those at about 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon when my kids are coming home from school?
Yes.
Really? Oh, okay. Yes. All right.
That's the
and where would I find these pieces? Are these online or is it?
They literally.
Oh, on BET again.
Tony, they literally played A Bay Bay before they played that song. So I mean, And then I would have loved this, what you showed with the parents talking to each other about how television and music is affecting their children.
Right.
I loved that. That was great. I'm jealous that I wasn't there.
So you did this purposely to get under people's skin, to start this. You are a provocateur. That's what you set out to do.
I didn't.
And Tyree, that's what you set out to do, because as a director, you control the imaging here. You set out to be purposely provocative so that we would be sitting on, see, we have given you exactly what you wanted.
But see, the thing is, I didn't think that the idea of reading and hygiene and all these things were controversial. My idea was to pick the most simplest ideas
wrapped in this packaging, this imagery,
Definitely.
with the big booty female black woman cartoon bouncing up and down.
Do you watch BET?
Yeah, I watch BET.
Okay, so you understand the context that we're working with. If your 11-year-old is watching Rap City, the fact that your 11-year-old is watching Rap City is a bigger problem than them seeing this video, because it's in context with
I'm just saying, if the kid, oh, come on.
You can't understand satire outside of its context.
Well, I understand that satire needs to be funny.
No, it definitely is funny. That's why people are attacking the booty joke so hard.
Paul, jump in. Paul, jump in. Paul, jump in.
Tony, first thing, the point that you're absolutely right. Kids don't understand satire.
Oh, stop insulting my children,
BET,
please.
for example.
Kids understand satire.
What kids? What kids have you talked to? 11, 12-year-olds.
I was raised on Mad Magazine. When I was 8 years old, I was reading Mad Magazine.
Paul, go ahead.
When I read Mad Magazine, that was parody and satire. I am now 30 years old, and I fully understand satire.
Tyree, I can turn the mic off. Let me get one at a time here. Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, see, the point that we're missing is the images for the kids. And BET will claim 18 to 34-year-old, but their most popular show, 106 in Park, is a bunch of teens from high school and lower than that.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And this
let me stop you. Let me stop you, because I gotta go. I'm way long in the segment. I gotta go. Tyree, give me something quickly. Give me something quickly.
One video. This is a network.
I got you. Paul, Tyree, very quickly. Let me give you last word. Go ahead.
Last word is just look at it for what it is. If you accept some truth to it, that's fine. But at the same time, just realize it is a cartoon, but the problem is bigger than just the cartoon. Fix the problem.
Well, maybe this is part of the problem. Bomani, last word, very quickly.
I'm excited. I was surprised that BET was willing to parody their bread and butter.
Okay.
And hopefully this is the beginning of something where we really have more parents get together like y'all did. I applaud you. Have parents get together and talk about what our children are watching.
Okay. Gentlemen, appreciate your time, and way long in the segment. Gotta go. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll talk about this more. We called BET and asked for a representative to be on with us tonight to discuss this animated video, but both their Senior Vice President for Animation, Dennis Cowens, as well as Network President Reginald Hudlin declined to appear. So we're going to continue trying to get one of these top-level decision makers from BET on with us. I'd like to hear from them. They okayed it. We hope to bring that to you in the days ahead. Still to come in the newsroom today.